Over the weekend, in fact, really just on Sunday, Donald Trump went on a tear on Twitter, complaining about everything from Saturday Night Live to late night comedy hosts to Robert Mueller to the Democrats to the witch hunts to the Fox News not airing Jeanine Pirro's show this weekend. But to me, one of the tweets that kind of really stuck out like a sore thumb was this tweet right here. Were at Fox News weekend anchors Arthur Neville and Leland Vittert trained by CNN prior to their ratings collapse? In any event, that's where they should be working, along with their lowest rated anchor, Shepard Smith. This one tweet that Donald Trump sent out tells us a lot about this man's mental state. First and foremost, the two anchors that he's talking about, Arthur Neville and Leland Vittert, they weren't completely kind to Donald Trump this weekend. They did the typical, which we've seen on Fox News a few times. They weren't awful to him. They weren't like, oh man, this guy sucks, this guy's going down. They weren't being honest. It just wasn't a complete puff piece on the president. And so he got furious and compared them to Shepard Smith, who will also hold the president accountable when the president needs to be held accountable, which is all the time, and Shepard Smith isn't afraid to do it. And neither were these two hosts this past weekend, and Trump flipped out. He flipped out that anyone on that network had the audacity to not just lavish praise upon him. And he says, go to CNN, that's where you belong. CNN's mean to me. Fox News is supposed to be nice, so you leave the nice people and you go sit with the mean people because you're being too mean to me. It's not funny. It's really not. Donald Trump, not just with this tweet, but with the entire Sunday of tweets, showed us, and many other folks on Twitter have already been saying this for the last 24 hours, they showed us that he's not well. They showed us that he's not right. They showed us that there is something wrong inside of him. And that's not a personal attack on him. People in this country do have mental illnesses. It's just that a lot of them do seek help. They recognize the warning signs, or more importantly, they're surrounded by a support system that encourages them and helps them and gets them the help that they need. Trump doesn't have that. There is nobody in his life willing to stand up to him and say, hey man, everything okay? Do you need to talk? Do you need something? Do you want to go see somebody? This isn't normal. Your behavior is concerning to us and we would like to get you help. But we can't if you won't let us. At this point, every Republican out there who is complicit, who doesn't speak out against it, you own this as well. And I think that says a lot more about you than it does about Donald Trump. In 20 years from now, if that long, we're going to see documentaries, retrospectives about the Trump presidency, and all of the historians of that time, all of the political analysts, they're going to say that there was clearly some form of mental illness happening with this president. It's just, at the time, we couldn't see it. I guarantee you, mark my words, in 20 years, there will be someone on one of those retrospectives saying, at the time, we just didn't see the warning signs. No, the warning signs are the last 24 hours of Donald Trump's Twitter feed. And it doesn't even matter when you're watching this. If you're watching this a week from now, the last 24 hours of Trump's Twitter feed, I guarantee you, they're going to be pretty friggin' crazy. The man needs help. He doesn't need sycophants and yes men telling him that he is wonderful and great. But that's why he watches Fox News. That's why he gets mad when you have a couple of hosts who have to call him out for being crazy. He can't handle it. He can't take it. He needs help. He needs to be removed from office via the 25th Amendment. This isn't funny anymore. It's not something to joke about. It's not something we should take lightly, but it is something that all of us should demand action on. One of our video sponsors today is BetterHelp.com. BetterHelp.com offers users access to their own personal therapist. After filling out a short questionnaire, BetterHelp.com links you up within 24 hours to a therapist who's best suited to help you with whatever it is you may need. BetterHelp.com is cheaper and more efficient than going and sitting in a therapist's office or waiting for weeks at a time to get an appointment with a therapist. And the best part is that it really is only a fraction of the cost. You can speak to somebody 24/7 from the comfort and privacy of your own home. BetterHelp.com is there for you. If you are having career trouble, if you're having relationship trouble, if you feel like you're just spinning your wheels in life, there is always somebody willing to listen and help if you need it. Check them out today, betterhelp.com/ringofire to get started.